Right, hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragon Knight, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. So, last time we began our descent into the ruins of, I believe this is Mizulft. Mizulft, alright, cool. I actually know the name of a dwarven ruin for once, that's not something I get to say every day. So I can see, as soon as we get started, that there are some friendlies over there, and by friendlies I mean, like, they're not friendly at all. Where are my... Alright, Iron Flesh and the Skeleton Champion. So I've upgraded my assistance a little bit since fairly recently. So let's go and have the Skeleton Champion go and take it up with these Falmer. I'm gonna go shoot fireballs into the melee while they are occupied with the skeleton buddy over there. Lydia is going to have some fun with knocking you off a cliff apparently, and alright, so you are also dead. Very nice. Let's pick up another bone arrow for our troubles. Cyrodiilic Spadetail Falmer. You got a lot of stuff on you. That's a potent poison. I'm glad that I did not find myself on the receiving end of that one. That looks like just decoration, some dwarven, I don't know, furnace or something. That was stairs leading up to something. This is another dwarven furnace. Yeah, the path is gonna fork a lot. And I'm gonna try and... Hi. I did not see whatever that was. Okay, so you, that's not my fire spell. Let's go and put on my fire spells. Alright, so you, Charis Hunter, I'm very close to dead. I think I will stay over here. And Lydia, you can, yeah, thanks. Alright, we are gonna pretend that never happened, because that almost ended very badly indeed for me. Right, so what's actually in here? Is this the way forward, or is this just a treasure room? This looks like a treasure room. Plentiful healing. I definitely will make use of that. Skirmisher's potion and some random dwarven clutter that we can sell. Bow of debilitation. That is... Stamina? Stamina drain, I think? Bow of freezing. Alright, we'll just grab all those. On... the lower level, is there anything actually down here for us? It doesn't look like there is. There's a little bit of water doing some fancy rippling refraction effects, but that's about it. Alright. Just in case any dwarves wanted to, like, take a swim inside or something for some strange reason. Alright. Quest mark is pointing ahead. It looks like this is going to lead us... Oh, hello, Synod Researcher. You do not have a notebook, so I can't really do any, piecing together a backstory here. But the quest marker is pointing to this door. This is the aerodrome? Did I read that right? I probably didn't. Let's go up here. I see another Falmer. Should I do the sneak attack thing? Alright, let's have Lydia? No? You're messing up my sneak attack. Alright, well, we got an archery level anyway. Yeah, that could have gone better. If somebody didn't go, like, charging right into the fight. So, we've got a Charis, and we've got a Falmer. And our Falmer friend is going to, be 3-on-1'd over here, so I'm not too worried about you. Will not take that arrow. That arrow's kind of bad. I picked up the shovel, because I thought it said, like... I don't know, some kind of alchemy ingredient or something, because I wasn't reading. I'll just sell that when we get back to town anyway. It just got very dark in here. Alright, so you guys are still with me. You are just standing there. That was a very bad miss. Alright, how about Lydia, you deal with it. Oh, you're just gonna come to me? We can do that too. Alright. You're just a regular Falmer, so no higher level Falmer of any type. You are a Falmer Gloomlurker, who's like a level above that. I see another guy up there. Falmer ears are potion ingredients. Those are like lingering damage health or something like that, like drain health over time effect, poison, something of that nature. And here we've got the spell sword. All right, ow, that was rude. Okay, you cannot shoot ice spikes into me if you don't mind. That's not how we're gonna do things here. That was a focusing crystal. What exactly is that? Is that something I'm gonna want? Is that a quest item, or is that just like random uncommon loot of some kind? Let's see. Did I hear anything else shooting at me, or was that Lydia? So what exactly is the... I've already forgotten what it was. Okay, so in the span of about 5 seconds, I forgot what I was looking for, so I actually had to stop the recording, go and look at what I picked up, and then, like, figure out what it was. The focusing crystal. I think this is something I'm going to need for this upcoming piece of quest here. That looks like some kind of, like, mutant geode inside there. I have no idea what that is. It's kind of ugly. I don't want to look at it. So the quest marker is pointing up that way, which means that I don't want to go that way, which means that I'm going to go and do a little bit of exploring. Up here, for example, there's nothing up here. Is there anything up there? There's a bunch of, couple flights of stairs leading up to these raised sections. No, nothing up here either. What about here? That is a master level lock. We will see if we can do this. I am actually starting to consider my lockpick supply running a little bit low again. Alright, got a master level lock in 2 tries. Not bad. I should probably go and see if I can buy some gold ore from Medesi. I should probably go and see if I can buy some from, for example, the Khajiit traders the next time I see them. Anyway, what about... So we came from that direction. What about in this direction? Let me go running down here and see if I can find anything useful. Maybe another master level lock? No? Well, it was worth a try. This is some kind of amphitheater or meeting room or... I don't know, the halls of Congress or something. Let's see. I don't see very much stuff except for up here. We seem to be doing some kind of ritual with 2 pieces of solid Dwemer metal and a large Dwemer strut. Are we, like, doing a live demonstration of how to build a Dwarven, like, automaton or something? That's kind of what it looks like. Like, those ancient, well, not ancient, but, like, medieval, like, medical... practicing university sort of places where they do experiments in front of an audience. Early college culture. Okay. Hello. Let's go and see what my I forgot how quickly those things drain your health. Right, so let's try that again. So if I come through here, we've got a surprise encounter with a Dwarven Centurion. Did my conjuration go up last time? Or have I, like, not matched really that closely one for one, like, how many, like, what spells I cast and when? Anyway, the Dwarven Centurion Master is the upgraded version of the Dwarven Centurion. I'm gonna do my best to just not stand in front of you, because if I stand in front of you, you're probably still capable of one-shotting me, even if you don't do that Steam Breath thing. Alright, so... God, I thought you were an enemy. I can't remember if you can sort of just, like, cheat, like, level grind by conjuring, like, conjuring friends and then just attacking them until they die. I can't remember if you get combat experience for that or not. Anyway, Centurion Dynamo Core. We're just gonna go take all those things except for the solid Dwemer plate metal, because that seems like a bit of a waste of carry weight to be hauling with me. But we see that there are a lot of dead Falmer just scattered on the ground. I don't know what the Falmer were trying to do in here. I don't know why they keep going into a fight that they know they can't win, but the Dwarven Centurion Master appeared to just be mowing them down. I will take some of the clutter on this table. Scroll of Chain Lightning. I like the Chain Lightning spells. I'm not using it because, one, fire spells have an extra bonus for the Aspect of Terror damage perk. But also, okay, that was a key. I think I probably needed to go in here at some point anyway in order to continue. But also, Lydia has a habit of, like, getting caught up in those and taking damage, and I don't really want that because that will, you know, make her die faster. And I don't really want to accidentally make my followers die. There is, way later in the game, in the Dragonborn DLC, I did go and check, but there is a, an optional perk you can take from one of the black books in the Dragonborn DLC, which make your followers immune to damage that you deal to them, friendly fire and whatnot. And if I'm understanding that correctly, that's It's a really good bonus to have, and I will eventually be doing the Dragonborn DLC, and I will need to remember to, like, take that, if I want to have, like, fewer sources of stress in my life. Anyway, so I think we're done down there, and we can now go walking up these stairs. Oh, hello. Battle Axe of Siphoning. I'm pretty sure that's health drain. I'll just go and take all those because I can. I'm at 352 out of almost 600 on carry weight. You really can upgrade your... Even without the backpack Anniversary Edition content, you really can push your carry weight pretty high up there pretty quickly in this game. Which is something that I wish I could say in Fallout 4.
Gavros, is that you? I'd almost given up hope. Let me get the door. What are you doing here? What have you done with Gavros? It was the Falmer, wasn't it? Curse them! They've ruined everything. If Gavros is gone, there is no hope. He was supposed to return with the crystal. Without that, all our efforts are wasted. And you, if you're here for treasure, or wisdom, or anything, I'm afraid you've wasted your time.
So, I don't know if Gavros was the guy we met when we entered this dungeon, or if he was the dead guy, the unmarked dead guy who we met when we went through the door in this section of the dungeon, but either way...
It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold, he said. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focused completely wrong by the time we got here. The cold had warped it. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil. Left the rest of us here to fend off the damnable Falmer.
I happen to have found a focusing crystal. Yeah, so that is one of the pieces of treasure we found outside.
You found... How in the world? That's it? That's it! I don't know who you are, but you may have just saved this little project. In fact, who are you anyway? You are you? Savos wouldn't even grant us an audience when we came to you, but now you come here expecting something from me? I don't much like this, I'll tell you. But you saved my skin, so maybe I can overlook the past for now. Come on, I'll explain on the way. No matter what Gavros said, this was my idea first. The Council is going to know that when I get back. I was the one who thought of using this oculory. I don't know what the dwarves called it. Something unpronounceable, I'm sure.
Yeah, you and me both, buddy.
Research, it seems they were intent on discerning the nature
Oh, come on.
divine. This machinery, all of it, was designed to collect starlight, and then, I'm not sure, split it somehow? It was my idea to replace one of the key elements with our focusing crystal. Months of enchantments went into it. Let's just hope they got it right this time.
Alright, this guy's got a lot to say. Are you done yet? Alright, he seems to be done. So if we come up here, this is one of these giant dwarven spheres that we've seen in a couple of these ruins so far. This is going to be a little bit different from the one that, for example, the Elder Scroll was found hiding inside. So we've got this mechanism on the top. Are you going to explain yourself?
Here it is. Magnificent, isn't it? Took an incredible amount of work to get it running again. Now I'm hoping it'll all be worth it. Place the crystal in the central apparatus, and we can start the process for focusing it.
Alright, so I don't know if you didn't loot the body of the Falmer that had the focusing crystal, if there were just, if when you talk to him he would tell you to go back and find it and there would be a quest marker over it or something, or otherwise if you would just have to go and look for it yourself. But I have it now, so let's see. I can go and activate that by sticking the focusing crystal in the top of that little mechanism, and there are some beams of light which are shooting off in the direction of these various rotary disc things, and this is going to be a bit of a mirror puzzle.
Don't suppose you'd want to take it somewhere else? You know, somewhere away from me?
That's an interesting line, because fire and ice are actually what we're going to need to do this, if memory serves. Let me see. This, I can't remember exactly how this puzzle goes, but I remember liking it a lot more than the Elder Scroll one, where you just kind of mash buttons until like, the thing pops out. But let's go and just hit the button, and let's see what this does. Okay, so, that's going to rotate the central ring there, and we've still got these beams of light that are, like, kind of shooting off in random directions. What I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to focus the crystal by having the beams of light hit the crystals in the rings, and in order to do that, I am going to need to go and take, let's say, Flames and Frostbite, and I can hit this thing with Flames to focus the light in another way. I guess metal expands and contracts when it heats up and cools down and whatnot, and I can hit it with Frost to make it to make the beams go in another direction. And I think that is what I want. I want one. You can see the beams. There's one beam pointing at each ring, and now I'm just gonna have to go and hit these buttons to rotate the rings. Let's see. Alright, that's one. And it's going to come back to the center. This is going to be a second one. I'm going to have to hit this a bunch of times because it's going to have to go all the way around the room. And they don't exactly move very fast either. One more. That should do it. And the last one, we're also going to have to rotate this more or less all the way around the room. And... come on. One more. Oh my god, this is so slow sometimes. There we go.
Hey, what's this? These results, they're not at all what they should be. This projection should be lit up like the night sky. Something is creating an incredible amount of interference. Something in Winterhold, it looks like. What are you playing at? Is this some attempt to stall my work?
So, that aside, this is actually a really cool map. So this is not just a map of Skyrim. Skyrim is the big old province in, like, the middle center. This is actually a map of all of Tamriel. We can see Cyrodiil, for example, in the middle. We can see the various other Hammerfell, this shoulder-like thing shooting off on the side, and some of the other nation states. There's also, and I think he's going to tell us more about this in a little while, but there's also a couple of glowing spots on this map of Skyrim, and one of them is in Winterhold. We can probably guess what that probably has to do with, and one of them is a little bit to the west of Whiterun. If you don't know where that is, we'll be going there soon. You feel like explaining yourself?
What is it? What have you done? Did you know what we were attempting? Are you here to make sure your plan worked? That our efforts have been for nothing? Well, explain yourself.
You had better calm down, mister.
You and your college have ruined years of my work. I've lost colleagues and friends to the Falmer, and you want me to calm down? How did you do it?
So, I think it would be nice if you, mister, started over at the beginning and, stopped, like, jumping down my throat about whatever this is.
Either you're lying to me, or you have something at your college, don't you? Something immensely powerful, beyond anything I've anticipated. What is it? The Eye of Magnus? Well, I suppose if that means what I think it does, well, that's interesting. Yes, the staff. Interesting. I can't explain the details. That would be giving away many secrets the Synod have learned over the years. Also, I doubt you'd be able to comprehend the details. Have you seen the orrery in the Imperial City? It was the inspiration for this idea. Instead of projecting the sky, we project all of Tamriel, and then harness the latent energies to overlay the positions of... What's important is that all of this work was designed to reveal to us sources of great magical power. Purely to help safeguard the Empire, of course. And yet, in the end, only 2 locations have been revealed to us. One is your college. The other, well, that can only be Labyrinthian. So, mage from Winterhold, despite your intentions, I've beaten your little game, even if all you've said here is lies. I know you have something in Winterhold the Synod Council will be very interested in. So fine, trudge off to Labyrinthian in search of your staff. I shall return to Cyrodiil and deliver my full report to the Council. This is not over, I assure you.
Alright, so, you probably need to go outside and get some fresh air.
Am I? Am I? I think I've discovered more here than I could have hoped to. Your trickery won't confuse me. Well, yes. Probably. I mean, yes. Certainly it is. But that doesn't matter now, because I know you're hoarding something even more important at your college. The Council will be informed of this. They will find out what you're up to.
Alright, so that seems to be the end of your line. Alright, so you can go and have fun with that, I guess, mister. I really like this map. I wish that I could have this on, like, an actual, like, physical poster or something hang out on my wall. Anyway, I think we are done here. Also, it does beg the question of, even if we didn't have the eye in Winterhold, when it was buried in Starthal, like a mile south of the college, would it have still done this? Would it have still made that dot light up? Whether or not that is something that is worth theorizing about, I don't know. Also, I did say that what was that, like, phantom spectral mage guy who showed up at the college? The Sigic Order monk. Oh, fantastic.
You have done well thus far, but trying times are ahead. It is imperative that you return to your college at once. You will be called on to take swift action, rise to the challenge, and discover what you are capable of. You are on the right path, and you will prevail.
We were just talking about you guys, funnily enough. So I said a couple of videos ago or so that I wondered if they were going to show up in future Elder Scrolls games. I should also say I don't really know how much of a presence they've had in past Elder Scrolls games, whether in games like Oblivion or in ESO, which I played a tiny amount of ESO. And I know that there has been a lot of different locations explored in ESO. I know that there's been a lot of lore involved in ESO, which I am not really that aware of. But regardless, it is something that I think would be quite exciting to see more of in Elder Scrolls 6. So let's go up to Winterhold, and we can talk to the principal, and I'm sure Encano will probably have something to say, and I'm sure I'm not going to listen really that closely to what Encano has to say. Let's see. I can go and make this go a little bit faster, and if we go inside the Hall of the Elements... Oh.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
I don't care what it is. I want it down now. I want to know what he's doing in there.
Oh, wait, I'm supposed to talk to you. Alright.
I don't know what he's doing, but he won't get away with it.
Well, he seems to be having fun.
I don't know. If the Augur suggested it, there must be a good reason for locating it. I'm afraid I don't see the connection, though.
Well, I don't know if this has been discussed or if it would have been discussed in some dialogue option that I haven't picked, but I would have thought the connection between the Eye of Magnus and the Staff of Magnus is fairly obvious.
Excellent. I'd suggest that we go retrieve it immediately. But right now we have more pressing matters. Ancano has somehow locked himself in the hall. He's up to something, and I intend to put a stop to it. Help us get through this, will you? We're throwing everything we have at it.
Alright, that's fun. So, should I go and just, like, cast fireballs at it? So we've got...
But he won't get away with it.
Okay, so you're just gonna take care of it on your own. Encano, buddy, we gotta talk. This is against school policy. This person is busy. Alright, Savos, you talk to him.
What's going on?
You would have known that if you had bothered to read the student handbook and whatnot.
Don't go near him. Are you all right? Can you walk?
I need you on your feet. We're in trouble here.
So that happened very quickly. I think you'll need to explain some things from the beginning.
Ancano is doing something with that thing, the eye. We can't stop him. I haven't seen Savo since the explosion. He must have been blown clear, and he may be injured. I need you to find the Archmage, and I need you to do it quickly. Get moving. I'll be fine. I just need a minute to catch my breath. Find Savos.
Alright, that's, I feel like that wasn't, this is one of those moments in Skyrim where there's implied to be a big event that happens, and then it just, you fade to white, and then you fade back in. So, whatever you did caused a big ol' explosion. Bodies were thrown everywhere, and we need to find the principal. Let's see. Also, you've got that, like, protective barrier around you again, which is kind of annoying. Although Lydia seems to be trying to, like, run through it. Have fun with that, Lydia. Let's go outside. Savos, wherever he is, will probably... Alright, that's not a good first thing to hear when you step outside after a massive explosion. Archmage Aaron is dead. Alright, so... We've got a lot of explaining to do, don't we? This has gone from bad to worse.
By the nine, is he responsible for this? The Archmage? Dead? There's more. Something's happened to Winterhold. It must be whatever Ancano did. You need to get out there and make sure it's safe. Quickly now, quickly. I'll find Mirabelle and see if we can't put a stop to this.
Alright, so I guess the suggestion is that Ancano just got, like, blasted at the front door and face planted on the pavement and took a blow to the head, I suppose. What you will learn here will last you a lifetime, several if you are talented, as you were fond of saying. So hopefully whatever skills you learned in life are not completely wasted. But we've got to go out this way towards the town of Winterhold.
What happened in there? It may be in danger? Take a look. I don't think there's much question. Let's get down there. We have to do something.
Alright, so that makes it sound like it's gone from worse to, like, even worse. I can't see actually what's happening down there from up here. Probably when I run a little bit closer, the actor fade distance will be something that we can actually see. Oh, look, now you can see it. We've got some fancy bluish-white wisp things that are attacking Winterhold, so... this being a game of Skyrim, I think we should do what we do best, and that's going to be to just set these guys on fire until they stop being a problem. I actually can't remember if... Iron Flesh, sure. I actually can't remember if these guys resist magic or resist physical. I feel like I'm pretty sure they resist one or the other. You did not take a lot of damage from that, so I'm wondering if you actually would be better off hitting you guys with a physical attack, or if you guys are just, like, actually that beefy. Alright. Anyway, potion of extra magicka, I think we're going to want that. Do I have any potions of regeneration? Because this is going to be a bit of a, of an endurance, match. Drain the target's magicka by 25 points. Don't love that, but I've got all this extra, all these other magicka potions that I can use, to supplement my, my MP. Alright, so, I think I'm gonna try. I'll go back and forth a little bit between hitting these guys with physical and hitting these guys with magic attacks. We are. Oh, I thought I got him for a moment. We are slowly doing damage to these guys. We're not going very fast. I will want. Do I have a scroll of Guardian Circle? Scroll of Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning might not be... I don't want to use Chain Lightning here because I don't want to hit my allies because I don't know which of them can be killed. I don't know if attacking, like, guards by accident will cause the guards to aggro on me, which I obviously don't want. But let's, hang on a minute. Alright, so... Next time I start running out of magicka, I will go and, just take out a physical weapon, and I will just hammer away with physical weapons for a bit. Okay, so heavy armor increased. I believe Nakreen is my heavy armor. You know what I can also do, though, is I can just take this level and I can get a free full restore, which I probably should do. No. I will go back to leveling my magic eventually, probably when I get health to 200 or so. Also, I've got 4 perks that I can take, and I guess I should probably maybe do that. So, let's see. Let's start by going to Destruction. This one here, intense flames, fire damage causes targets to flee if their health is low. I guess that can never hurt. Especially being as squishy as I am. If a target runs away from me instead of running towards me, that's not a bad idea. Also, restoration. I feel like there's a couple of restoration. I'm not using restoration as much as I probably should. I should probably go and take this and begin the restoration tree. For example, we've also got apprentice restoration, which I believe is that big healing spell, and we've also got healing spells crew 50% more, which is definitely not a terrible thing to have. Let's also take apprentice restoration, and I think I'm gonna be good on that for a bit. I should probably also upgrade my armor a bit. All right, so we went and blew you up. We've got 8 out of the 10 remaining. Can we take down this here magical anomaly, like, right now? We can. All right. Being able to stagger these guys doesn't make, like, a ton of sense, like, logically. Like, what does that even mean? But it's a useful effect to have. My destruction went up. I should probably heal again. Hang on. Just got one of those fancy extreme healing potions, and I'm out of magicka. Pretty much out of magicka. Let's go and actually start using physical weapons. So, Dwarven Battle Axe is siphoning. Oh, you know what? We're doing that. That's gonna get some of my MP back. We're gonna do a drain MP effect from these guys, which I definitely want. Arniel Gain, if I'm hitting you with this, I'm sorry. Are you guys actually having your MP drained? I don't think you are. I don't think you're, like... I don't think it's really doing anything. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we got 6 of the 10 left. I'm just gonna go and take some swipes at you. I would use Ice Wraith Essence for some frost damage, except I don't think these guys are actually frost. I think they're just like generic magic damage. You know what? It couldn't hurt. So, my magic is almost back, so let me just go and, like... Oh, man. I was gonna say just, like, finish off the one in front of me, and then it ran away, and then it was replaced by another one that had, like, full health, so... no real point there. I'm just gonna go and... You're definitely taking more damage from fire. I definitely have higher, like, fire damage output than physical damage output right now. That's another one. We're down to 4 out of 10, apparently. Let's see. They're being nice this time, and they're actually, like, mostly staying in the middle here. There have been times when I played this game when these apparition things will just, like, run off, like, behind the houses, in between the houses, and you'll have to chase them down, kind of like that one tried to do there. And it was just, like, it just became, like, a massive problem, just, like, keeping track of them all. But, fortunately, let's see, I saw one of them has a very low health bar. And we're just gonna go and try and swat this fly with a battle axe. And that's gonna make my two-handed go up from... What did it start at? Like 19? When I started this fight, and now it's at 23. Let's see. You... Did I get you? I don't think I got you. The game froze. That is not a good sign. The game froze. Skyrim? You feeling okay there, buddy? I tabbed out and tabbed back in, and we are apparently on the frame of the game where we started? When I started this recording? That's not normal. Alright, we'll do this. If we can't do this the easy way, we'll do this the... Oh, I can't drag the task manager in front of the game window? Fine. We'll just go and, Get back here! Don't crash my game again. Alright, so... Was that all of them? That was all of them.
Get back to the college and let them know what's going on. Arniel, stay on your guard. We can't let harm come to these people.
Alright, so there's some disagreements on how helpful we should be to the town of Winterhold. There is some bad blood between the town of Winterhold and the College of Winterhold, which I believe we may have heard a little bit about earlier. So, I actually did go and use Fireball, which is the fiery explosion spell, which is an AoE. And I did use that a bunch of times when I came through here playing it again, and that actually did make it go a lot faster because I was able to do damage to, like, 4 of them at once. instead of one of them at once. Anyway, so if I check the ghostly remains, we've got some soul gems. It's hard to tell exactly how many piles there are. Soul gems of differing sizes. I'm just going to run around and pick up some of those because having soul gems is definitely an essential school supply for any aspiring wizard. Can I get under there? I can. Greater soul gem. So there's a couple out here. I think there's a couple back here in this, like, ruined house. That was a grand soul gem, definitely. Want to have one of those. Lesser soul gem. I don't know if, I wasn't counting. I don't know if that's all of them. But I think I'm going to leave it here. That was eventful. And that was, honestly, that didn't take as long as I feel like it usually takes me. The AoE spells and the fact that they weren't running away from me as they sometimes do definitely helped. But, next time, we are going to go and see if we can get to the bottom of exactly what's happening here. Off to Labyrinthian, pick up the Staff of Magus, that sort of thing. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.